Hi, I'm Aiman, and welcome back to one of my auto repair videos. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a comparison between the original and the aftermarket CV axle for a Honda Civic X 10th generation or 2016 to 2020. So we're replacing it right now, and of course, whenever you replace a part on a car, there's always a consideration: do you get the original part to replace it, or do you get the aftermarket? And that usually comes down to cost and the ease of the job. Now in our case, to replace the CV axle, it's about a 1 hour job. And to buy an original CV axle, it's about $300. So I'll let that sink in for a second before I tell you that to buy an aftermarket CV axle, it's about $100 from places like Parts Geek or other aftermarket sellers. So is that $200 of difference really worth the hour that it costs to change it? That's really the heart of the argument here. And in my case, I think it's much more worth it to replace this aftermarket part more often for cheaper than it is to replace this replace it with this original part, which might last a bit longer, but we don't know how much longer it'll last. So let's take it out and see what the difference is. So this is the one that came just out of the car, just now. It seems like we've never replaced it on this car yet. And you should replace the CV axle every about 100,000 miles. And of course, that depends on the quality of the CV axle, but that's usually a good rule of thumb. Some people will even say 80,000 miles. Okay. So here are the two side by side. So, let's try to see if we can point out any differences. They give us the same hardware. They even have the O-ring on. They have less rings here for the rubber boot, so that might be less flexible compared to this one. Yeah, it feels the same, although maybe there is some science behind why this might be different. The stick piece in the middle is different, but largely it seems like they're pretty similar. Huh. There's a bit of a different profile here, although they have the same number of rings. Alright, so that's the difference between these. In fact, we actually got this from Amazon. And you want to know how much it costs from Amazon? $60. I'll remind you that the original part costs at least $300 if you buy it from like Honda Auto Parts. $300 versus $60 on Amazon. Of course, we don't know the quality of it, but that's why we're going to do a video later, like in the future, telling you how the CV axle lasted. So go check out that next video in the future, so you can see if it was really worth it. But I think that $60 for this part that we need to replace every 100,000 miles, and it's only going to take 1 hour to replace, it's much more worth it than getting this original for $300. So if you want to buy this part too, we'll link it down in the description below. But if you want to see us install this part, go check out my other video on how to remove and replace the CV axle. Now, last information, this has a brand. It's OEM. I've never heard of the brand, but that's why this video is important, so you guys can see if it's actually good quality. I'm not sure that the passenger side has a manufacturer. But if you're interested in the passenger side, we'll do a separate comparison video on that in the future. Just one more time, I'll give you another 360 so you can see what the original looks like, and then the aftermarket. We will use the original spindle nut just to be safe, and then we'll torque it to the right specs. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm Aiman, thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and look at videos on the EyeOnAiman, especially the videos on auto repair and the videos on this CV axle replacement, and I'll see you in the next one. For now, I'm Aiman, and signing out. Peace.